Thank you for watching Sacred Enzyme. I want to tell you a story, another one of my stories, that things that have happened to me that were pretty incredible. And one of the times was in 1993, September 25th to be exact. I was in the hospital having my son, and I was in labor for almost a week, and everything happened. I could not have this kid. He did not want to come out. He did not want to come out. And he was due September 16th. And so they put me in the hospital to induce me because I was like 10 days late. And so I was in the hospital and I was being induced, and nothing was really happening. But they came in like several days later, and at that point in time I'd gotten sick from being in the hospital, and my body was just going through a lot, and I got sick with like pneumonia in the hospital. And so here I am, sick with pneumonia and trying to have a baby. And so they come in, they said, well, they were giving me Pitocin and all this stuff to try to induce my labor, and I was having labor pains, but my cervix wasn't flattening or thinning out, and so things were not progressing like they should have. So the doctor says, well, I'm going to come in the morning, first thing in the morning, and break your water. So I'd already had multiple bags of Pitocin. And so when he came in and broke my water, man, it was on. And so I was in hard labor for 8 hours, and my cervix was slowly dilating. But, it became later in the evening, like 5 o'clock, around, I don't know, probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My baby's heart rate was dropping down to 20 beats. And the doctor said, well, if it goes under 20, we're just going to take him. And so my grandmother was there, my very strong grandmother, and I'll tell you, I couldn't have done it if it wasn't for her. She came in and grabbed my face, and I said, Grandma, I'm so tired. I just can't do it. I have no energy left. And she grabbed my face and she said, you are going to have this baby. You are going to have this baby. And she gave me a very stern pep talk, And so I'm watching the monitor, and I'm watching my baby just fading away. And I'm talking to God, and I said, please help me, God. Please help me. Don't let my baby die. And I was just staying at 8 centimeters and not getting to 9. And so something told me, just go ahead and try to have him. Just go ahead. Tell him to take you down there and try to have this baby. Tell him you want to try. So the nurse comes in, and I said, can you deliver a baby at 8 centimeters? And she said, yeah, you can. And I said, well, take me down there because I want to do it. So they take me down to the delivery room, and the doctor tells me to push. And so you push in between your contractions. So I was just pushing and pushing and pushing, but I had this thing come over me. God came over me, or my guardian angel came over me. It was divine. Came over me, and I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't see anything. All I could hear was this hum. It was just a hum. And my ears closed, and I was not aware of anything else around me. And then the next thing I know, they're slapping me in the face. The nurse is slapping me in the face and telling me to stop pushing, stop pushing. And so I stopped pushing, and then the doctor says, push again. And I pushed him out and delivered him. But the cord was around my son's neck 4 times. He was literally at the end of his cord, and he was suffocating. He was suffocating because he was choked to death. He was choked to death. And so when my son was born, he was crying. He came out crying, and they handed him to me, and I looked at him deep into his eyes, and I recognized him right away. I recognized his soul. I knew that I'd been with this child, or this being, this soul had been with me many, many times before. And I talked to him, and I said, why are you crying? And as soon as I said that, he instantaneously stopped crying. And he looked me so deep in the eyes. I mean, he gave me such a soulful look. It was just beautiful. It was just beautiful. But I thank God and the angels for being there with me and helping me have my son. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get choked up. But when you have dark times in your life, but when you're touched by something so incredible and amazing, like our absolute Heavenly Father, and your guardian angels that are with you from the time you're born, supporting you all the time, it is a truly overwhelming experience. And when I am recalling these stories, you know, I get emotional because I still feel that feeling, you know, that intense, incredible love and protection that we have from all of these things that we can't see anymore. But we'll see them again. We'll see them again. But all these people that are in your life, they're part of your soul family, and that we all are just small fractions of a piece of light that's given to us by our Creator. And we're here for these experiences. And when we have them and we go back, we plug back into the absolute. So that's one of the amazing stories that I got the chills again. That's one of the incredible stories that I have of the time that I had divine intervention, you know, helping me through an extremely tough trial. And I have a few more, and I'll come back and share those with you. And I want to share the good ones before I share some of the bad ones with you. But so with that one, I thank you for watching Sacred Enzyme. And when you come and find me, I'll be here, because we're living in the past, present, and the future, all at the same time. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.